All right. Rally in a box. Now, I am really excited about a rally in a box. So how many of you guys would like to have something that all you had to do was take the lid off and surprise, this whole kit just unfurled itself, and then you were able to run a whole meeting with a whole bunch of new people and tell them exactly what they needed to know to be successful in scouting, to remove a lot of that doubt or clout, some fogginess that goes into it. So if you see in black, number 1, that's a discussion. Then in red, number 2, that's an activity. So you see we're discussing, we're doing an activity. We're discussing, we're doing an activity. We get in that rhythm so we are able to do these things in 5-minute increments so that the kids stay engaged and they stay busy while the parents are taking notes and learning what's going on. So, Bob, what did I find in this rally in a box? Trying to do the infomercial. Well, first, what would be a meeting if we didn't have a flag ceremony, right? So how many times, we forgot to grab the flags out of the building and we made it to the school and there are no flags. We put one in there so you're not standing around saying, what arm was it again? We've got that in there. We have what is super critical to any meeting. We have youth applications in there. Right? We have the application ready to fill out inside this, and we also, of course, have them in Spanish for those that need that. We'll have adult applications in there as well, and we'll have, not laminated, but a jacketed, pre-printed material for you to use in that rally in a box. Now, these are your originals. So what you'll want is to have about 20 of the rockets in your box, pre-printed, and then you'll have about 20 of this parent information guide already pre-printed. This is an information guide that will go back with each of the parents that come together. Would you mind handing out? It's the 2 sheets each. If you wouldn't mind passing out. I've got about 10 of them, so if you're here together, if you wouldn't mind sharing. And what I'd like to do is kind of go through a mock rally in a box with you. So, of course, with any opening, we're going to talk about the welcome. Welcome to the adventure of Cub Scouts, where character counts and the adventure begins. Now, Cub Scouts are for boys in grades 1st through 5, and we want to talk about why would you want to join Cub Scouts? You know, all of our time is valuable, but Cub Scouting helps to support your family by providing ready-made opportunities for you and your son to do things together. I know that's a strong reason for me why I joined Scouting, because I like doing events with my son. Scouting gets me involved and has these pre-packaged events for me to do with my son. Your son needs to belong to a group of boys his own age, and that's why we kind of pair everybody up in these dens. The events are fun and educational activities, and we've been doing it since 1910. So we know what we're doing in Scouting, and it shows from our longevity. In a society where your son is taught that winning is everything, Cub Scouting teaches him to do his best and to be helpful to others. And I think that's so true in all of the events that we're going to do. Even in the event that we're about to do tonight, first we'll start with the opening ceremony. And so at this time, we've gone through a bit of the welcome, and we're going to get everybody up, and we're going to have all the youth come forward. You guys are fine. We'll skip that part. I only have so much time to talk to you. I know you guys know how to do an opening ceremony. That's the activity that we go into after the welcome. Now, how does Scouting work? Well, the Scouting program takes place in 2 levels. Your son will be part of a den and a small group of boys in the same grade level who meet weekly. And we can tailor this to each unit, but you know, for the overall, that's how it works. There are dens, the Tiger dens for the 1st grade. There's the Wolf Cub Scout, grade 2, the Bear Cub Scout, grade 3. And at this time, we'd like to see you guys setting it in each group. Maybe at a table or in rows of these chairs. So let's kind of get together and start to form those dens right now. So if you're in the 1st grade den, let's go ahead and start forming up and getting in that area now. And then let's talk about the Webelos. Webelos are more senior scouts. They are more independent, and we also have the final stage of our Cub Scouting is the Arrow of Light Scouts, and those are our 5th graders. So now that we've got everyone in those, let me also tell you about our pack meetings. Pack meetings are made up of all the dens, which meet monthly at a pack meeting, led by the Cub Master, like myself. And this is a climax of all of the den meetings. So everything kind of builds to this monthly meeting, and there's a lot of excitement coming together. And so it's not just for parents, but siblings too. So we have everybody, the whole family, coming together, each one of these unit events. The den meeting or the pack meeting, as a family, we want everyone together to do this with the siblings. Everyone's together. And at these signature events that you see listed, we do Pinewood Derby. Our unit does Blue and Gold Banquet. We go camping, because camping is intense. I love that t-shirt. We do service projects, we do field trips, and we do special outings. So, we talked about what we do. Now, let's do something. Let's all get out our piece of paper and our crayons, and let's start drawing our rockets, coloring our rockets. Now, in this, you can color it if you're in the tiger. If you're more of a bear and you want to write in the things that you feel you're most excited about scouting, I'd love to see you write the exciting things that you're looking forward to doing in scouting in this fuselage, all right? We're going to decorate these while I go ahead and start to talk to you about the cost of scouting. So in our packet, which you'll take home with you, is how much does scouting cost? Well, there's registration, that's $24 a year. There's accident and sickness insurance, that's $1.50. There's Boys Life, which I encourage all of you to do. We love getting the Boys Life, and that's $12 a year. All right? There are pack dues. Our pack is $50 in dues every year. We may want to write that in before we start our route. Our uniforms, we would like to point out some of the things that are on your uniform that you need to go ahead and buy. And we will tell you where to go ahead and get those. The books that you need are also listed. And next, I'd like to see if you guys would like to, let's see what I'm doing next. So we've colored our rockets. Now let's build a rocket, okay? Building a rocket, if you could come up and help me, or actually, I've got scissors in here as well, a couple pairs of scissors. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come through and we're going to cut along this line, and we're going to take this piece off. We're going to cut around this circle, and we're going to cut out this hatched area. We're going to make our nose cone of our rocket. We're going to cut each one of these fins. Be sure to keep that fold intact, because that fold is going to be where we can tape it onto our rocket. So parents, get with your kids. If you feel comfortable with them using scissors, we've got these for some of the adults. We've got a smaller pair of scissors for the kids. And we want you guys to see what we do in scouting by working with your kids, by working on a project together and sharing in that time together while I talk to you about how you can help. So, how you can help. The most important help you have, the most important help that you, as a parent, can give your boy is to work with them in Cub Scouting activities. And so we go through that. Then the den and the pack also rely on parent participation. Then we can start talking about den leader responsibility. The den leader leads the den in weekly den meetings and monthly pack meetings. Attends the monthly pack meeting. The Cub Master helps plan and carry out the pack program with the help of the pack committee. And that's then we can talk about the committee chairperson, the advancement chair, the secretary, the treasurer, and the pack trainer. And other parent helpers. Parent helpers are those that will run our membership. We talked about the membership chair. They may be doing the blue and gold. They may be doing day camp. So we have a lot of activities where the parents can participate in. And now that we've talked about that, we've got all of this cut out, and we have built our rockets. We're taping them together. and we are using our engines. These will come in your package. There are about 20 of them. You'll make sure and give these back to us at the end of the evening. What you're going to do is you're going to take your rocket, you'll tape it on, and for those that are interested, it also comes with written instructions on exactly what it looks like, exactly the steps that are going through it, and some of the tips for success and when we put this together. So, why do we care about rockets? Also in the bag, make sure and get this out. Because when there's carpet or if I'm at school, I don't run to really be cleaning everything up. So I've already pre-dosed it with my water. That's in the kit. And then I've opened up my package of Alka-Seltzer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the kids come up and let them put this piece of Alka-Seltzer in their rocket. So imagine rocket. And then we're going to shut the lid on there. We're going to set that down. And we're going to get away because, you know, Jack in the Box. We wait for a couple of seconds and see what happens. And it is a lot of fun. We can do this over and over. Each one of these Alka-Seltzers will do, you know, a couple of rockets. This is a very inexpensive activity for us to do as unit leaders because we're talking about a sheet of paper, a reusable rocket engine, and, you know, just the kind of waste of an Alka-Seltzer. We can do this with 20 kids. We can do this with 50 kids. It goes that quick. Okay, so we talked about bringing the kids up and having that somebody from this den come up with that den and help them do this. Secret, hopefully they're not watching. You're the den leader. If you came up here, that's your den leader. All right? If 2 people came up here, that's your den leader and your other committee member. All right? So we are looking for those that are willing to step up and help. And when they get back to their table, we get to start talking. We just talked about what it means to help. So now we can start to talk about who they are and start to list out what those people are. So in our packet as well, we have an information piece here. In that piece, we're going to say my son is in pack XYZ. He meets at this location at this time on this day of the month. His den leader, and what was your name again? Lee?
Yeah.
Lee? All right. Lee is the den leader. Thank you, Lee, so much for participating tonight. I really appreciate it. So with that, you know, Lee has a time and idea of location of where his den's going to meet, and if he doesn't, we'll work with Lee until he's comfortable and has all that information and can get that back out to you. But go ahead and Lee, if you'll give him your phone number and that kind of contact information. My name and number we can put on here is Cub Master, our pack trainer, and then of course the pertinent information for the Longhorn Council. All of that will go home with you in your 4-page packet. Okay? And that is how we do a rally in a box. That's pretty exciting. Then we'll do closing ceremony, and that ends our activity, and we're done. And we can get that in 30 minutes. We can absolutely get that in less than half an hour. We got that in maybe 10 minutes. Sorry if it dragged on a little bit. We did skip through a lot, but everything's right there. How many of you guys think that would be helpful to your units? All right, good. I'm seeing a lot of hands, a lot of heads shaking yes.